Faisal Ikram joined my batch program, and yesterday I got a message. Like from last 1 week, I was getting a lot of questions for him, and he was very active. It was good to see that he is active, but suddenly yesterday I got a message. I was in the class, and when I opened the message and I saw that, what? I want to see it, and he has cleared PMP. So, sir, thank you very much for this beautiful surprise. Why don't you share your PMP journey with us, please, sir?
Well, hi and assalamu alaikum to everyone. Yeah, it was a very learning journey, especially the last few days. Yes. Basically, I started back somewhere in November or December, but unfortunately, due to my company issues, there was something that I drop off. But everyone knows Amir. He will won't let you go anywhere for sure. That's the most critical part of this training that you have to hide from Amir sometime. And I'm seriously, it was so much, trouble for me that, oh man, he is going to chase me again. And he's continuously chasing me. That's seriously, I'm feeling so much embarrassment sometimes. Okay, anyways, so he put me into another batch, continuously sending the message, another batch started, please take it for you. And that's something I'm seriously thankful to you, because he does not care about the money. Because he can even ask me if I said pay 50% and join the next batch, but he didn't. Thank you so much. Really nice of you.
Thank you.
So after that, I joined the batch, second batch, and that was something lucky for me, because from that same batch, I got a group of mates which let us do a group study. Probably I'm a person who appreciate a group study, so I like about it. And after that, and it boosts me up and it gives me a track to, okay, let's walk it on it, and then it allows me to run. One thing that I learned during the whole study and everything, you can do 1,000 questions, but if you don't do the RCA, useless. RCA, which is, there is a process that Amit told everyone, it is mandatory. You should know the logic, why your answer is correct and why it is wrong. That is mandatory. I have been there for some time, and I'm doing the question. I think I have done about 600, 700 questions.
Okay.
And yeah, so, but when I come, when the paper start, it is a complete surprise for me. Because for me, till the last day, it was very simple question answer for me to resolve it, to go for it, and I'm done. And the last thing, I was so much confident, but the first thing when I opened the question, the drag and drop, first question, and it is totally changed, totally changed. So, but the only thing which I concentrate on getting or learning the logic of the question. I truly agree with you, Amir, when you said that you are not still prepared for, or when you told anyone that you are not still prepared. You have a vision, you have all the knowledge to analyze a person. Yes, I do clear it, but it doesn't mean that I was prepared. When I go through some questions, it was not that much easy. It was really hard exam for me, but Alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, I've cleared it. And during the whole journey, your support, that material you shared, and the last day, what I was planned, I will go through the one that the PMP storybook that you give me. I have gone through it about like 2-3 times, again and again, and that was something that always, give me a boost of my knowledge and repetition of my knowledge. And very luckily, it goes away. I'm done with that. Thank you so much for your support all the time. Honestly speaking, Amir, it is you. Everybody said this thing, and because I know it's your attitude is like that. I told you I have already done this exercise before, and I told you the most surprising thing in my past. I have paid the membership, I have paid the exam fee. I didn't even appear. I didn't even appear in the exam, but you dragged me to the exam court. You dragged me there now, and there's something that at the end of the day, I learned. I was preparing with my sister as well, because she's working in Google and she has done all these things before, so she was guiding me sometime. So it was also something helped me out. And one thing, there is no tomorrow. Plan it, because I drive it till 6 months. I hate this thing, honestly speaking. If somebody follows you, continuously give it some time, as you asked me in the initial time. Faisal,
mm,
can you give me 1 hour in the start? So you have to give some time. If you do it 1 month, 2 months, you are done. 1, 2 months, you can do it very easily. But if you said tomorrow, or I have something on my room, there was a tagline. I will tell you tomorrow why the thing's not done today, which I have planned yesterday. So if you are like this, it will be a problem for me, for you, that you have to go continuously. You don't need to skip your journey. You don't need to go, so let's take a 1 week break. 1 week break, you will go to the zero.
mm,
You have to continue, concentrate, and deliver it.
mm.
That's what. Any question?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, let's talk about the exam. How did you manage the time in the exam? That is one of the most critical part in the exam. So how did you
Yes.
manage time?
Well, to be very honest, there was a mistake I have done. uh, well, the first break I have taken,
Mm,
and I didn't realize, because yeah, there is something that they showed you. There is a demo of 7 minutes. You have to go through it a bit carefully,
mm,
because when you doing the a review of your answer, I
mm,
was going next, 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 because in my previous example of question of Microsoft, when I do the next, it
mm,
will directly jump to the next review question. But in
mm,
PMP, it will continue. You
mm,
have to go back to the question, review sheet. You have to select the next question. That's something. So what has happened? I lost my 15 minutes doing the review. And
mm,
then I realized when I was on the 35 question that it's continuing, man. It's not something jumping. So I lost it there. After that, I didn't realize the time. I go back to 10 minutes break. As you said, take the break, take the break. I went to the break. When I came back, then I realized it's more like that. There are 60 questions and I have 40 minutes. Now that's something alarming for me.
mm,
I start questions, but I still control my nerves. I go for it. I completed the first. So the last thing was that, when I was about to, in the last session, I didn't take the break. And I was running like that, 10, 15 minutes behind. But I completed the whole exam 4 minutes before.
mm.
So it's done.
Okay, okay. Uh, that's a very important thing that you were able to complete the exam earlier. How many formula questions were there in the exam?
Not on, not the one. Not
Not
the one.
okay. And
But
yeah,
this drag and drop questions were, I think, 6 or 7 questions were there.
6 or 7. Have you done any 180 question?
Come again?
Have you done any 180 questions from the simulator?
Yes.
How many?
Simulator, that you shared with me one simulator is time box.
Yeah, pmpsimulator.com.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
time
time
box.
box.
I didn't do it from the time box, but I did number of 60 question, and like about
Hmm.
five
So
or
you
six I've done.
took a big risk here. Neither you did random mocks nor you did.
No, I did the random. That's what I'm sorry. I made this mistake. Please do the random mocks, because I
No, no,
believe.
random is a time box mocks. So you are
Yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah. I did 60 questions. I did. The random box. How many random? There is a 10 question in random box. There are 30
I'm talking
questions.
about 60.
Yeah,
Other
I have.
10, 15 are just for time management. Random mocks are
uh,
really 60 mocks. So
So
how many you did?
I think three I have done for the 60.
Hmm.
4 or 5 I have done. I think 10 I have done all. 15 I have done all. 30 I have done 4, 5. But yes, those questions, that is random mocks. That the point I missed.
Hmm.
Random mocks is must. You must done it, because I still remember when I was emphasizing I have to go. You said, okay, go do 6 to 11, and I failed for the. Straight away I dropped down to 51, like
Hmm.
everyone said. Then 51, 55,
Hmm.
very shocking. So then when I was in the exam, I realized tho- those
Hmm.
those condition turns. When you look at the paper, the other one that I was resolving, it was different. It was very simple. But when I was in the exam, it was different. It
Hmm.
was more like random mocks. I think that
Hmm.
is mandatory for everyone to do. Take
Hmm.
out some time, starting from one to last. You have to
Hmm.
do the random mocks mandatory.
Hmm. You have to do random walks. Okay, okay. That's okay. And the problem. Okay, what else is kind of important in the exam? What you need to do in order for it to clear? Okay, you need to do random mocks. What else you need to do for to clear the exam?
The one thing that explain initially, you must need to understand the logic, that logic that explained by you. You can't think about it that if I have done like 600, 700 questions, you will be clear. No,
Mm,
you
mm,
cannot. You
mm,
must understand why your question is right and why your question is wrong.
mm,
Like in the last my last 2 days, I understand one of the question that when there is what conditions when I have when the project manager can stop the project immediately, and when it's in the same condition, tweaks a little tweaks, but so manager has to go and review it.
mm,
So and then when you have to do the review and when you have to do the updates, the
mm,
same things are available in the same questions, but that is something that I was did the analysis in the last 2 days. What are the conditions? And
mm,
if you know the conditions, it will take you 30 seconds to mark the question.
mm. So
And that,
doing the
yeah,
root cause analysis is the most important thing.
most important thing, most very must mandatory.
Mm,
If you don't do the rent any because I like it, I did it, but I don't do it too much. But in the last 1 week, I did a lot of route RCA.
A
That helps me a lot.
lot of RCA. Okay, okay. Now comes the most important thing. Each one teach one is the mantra of the game. Like I always say, and you see that how how students are supporting each other. I expect Faisal Saab, in your busy schedule, you can do the same for the peoples. So when we talk about the questions length, what was the length of the questions?
Well, not very few are were lengthy, very few were lengthy, but most of the questions were short. And in the in the start, and in the 75%, when I was on the 75% of paper, there I find again the questions are long, and in the
Mm,
end they were short.
mm,
And there
mm,
were so much simple questions that I know that two rows I have to map. I know this is one is the product owner role and this one is the project manager role. So that
mm,
like this one's so much simple, but there
mm,
was lots of wordings that we have to see how much questions is basically relevant to the answer.
mm,
There was, as you explained, is a lot of time that about 70% of the part of the question was just a story.
mm, mm.
So,
Yeah.
and once you lost something in the sequence, like I lost the timing,
Mm,
you have to control your temperament. And that was a lucky thing that I have done.
mm. Okay. Formula questions regarding CPI, SPI, were there any to calculate? No?
No, no, zero question, zero
Just
question.
zero
There was
question.
one question like this is the project CPI is this, and this is a cost CPI and CPI of this.
Mm,
But what do you think? How you translate the project condition? There is nothing
mm.
to calculate.
Mm. Okay, okay. Thank you very much for your time, for coming
Thank you
to
to you. Thank you.
recording the journey. It was an honor. It was an interesting thing that we worked together. I wish you best of luck. Do send me your picture, but do remember, each one is the mantra of the game. And if you can, you have joined the PMP marathons. We will have PMP marathon today, on 31st of August. So if you can make some questions and share for that. Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair
Thank
enough.
you.
I'll try to do my best.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I wish you
Thank
best
you.
of luck. Do send me a
Okay.
picture. I'll make a thumbnail. Okay.
Fair